look at this Bittensor. You can see these trend lines on top and on the bottom here. These have held up pretty well. You had a this high right over here, okay, right here, right? And you have had a lower high, just not by much, but definitely a lower high come in over here. Right, if we pull this up here a little bit tighter, you can see the slant down here. This one was up. Where was this one at? About 758. This one came in about 740. Yeah, about 740, 742, something like that. You had this wick up here to 770, that's 776. Okay, yeah, I mean, we're gonna go with this high. We could put the wick on there, I guess, just to show you the difference, right? Put it on just like that. We'll stretch this out here. Any break higher, and you're going to expect a pretty massive move, right, to come in here. And if it breaks this support line down low, you're going to expect something else. But this is definitely winding up in here for something, right? Over here, you can clearly see you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up here. Okay, and then in here, you had 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a corrective structure. And then once again, you started your 5 waves back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, in here. Actually, this ended up being a little bit lower than it should have been. That wave 5, technically with the Fibonacci, should have been up around 850 bucks, but it wasn't. Okay, lower, and you can see with the volume down here, obviously, you've had, you had this major volume coming in over here, right? And then of lately, it's been, way down here, coming into the second structure. Right down here at the bottom, you had a lot of buyers come in. Obviously, up here, probably, you had a wick on this. This is on a weekly chart. You had a wick up here, probably a lot of selling pressure up in here, from people that bought down in here, which I don't blame them. You buy it for, 250 bucks, and then it goes up to 700. 700, you're over doubling your money. Just about 3x in your money almost, So you had a lot of sellers up here. And we've had this drop right here on the weekly. Now, if we take and put, if we go from the start of our move down here on wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we take a Fibonacci and go off of our start of this move down here, pull this up, you're right about a 50% retracement, or you could go from here, I guess. And you can see this thing, it's just about hit a 702 Fibonacci retracement, 618. It's right in that area where you would normally see a reversal come in. All right, now if we zoom in on this structure here, all right, let's go in on a 4-hour. And first off, I do want to show you here, because alt season is coming. All right, it's almost ready to go. Bitcoin dominance had a run back up. First off, if we come out, let's go out on a monthly so you can see where I'm coming from here. I've talked about this for months and months and months, man, ever since Bitcoin dominance was down here. I said when it hits the 618 up here on the Fibonacci, 618, look out. All right, that's where stuff's going to happen. Anybody that watches the channel knows that. I've been talking about it forever. All right, it hit the 618 up here at the 60% and has gotten a rejection. Now if we zoom in, all right, that's where the alt seasons in the past have happened, right at that 618. All right, the 618 here is right, that would be your blue line right here. This is the 618 Fibonacci level. Okay, you can see we came up into that area, got rejected hard. Okay, this thing ended up, take an arrow, came up into the 618 area, peaked out, got rejected very, very hard. All right, now you have a 5 wave coming back up. That's how it usually works. You get rejected, All right, you come back up, you retest that area as a rejection. You have 5 waves here. I called this 5 waves when this thing was right in here. I said, you know, I could tell the 50% retracement here was wave 2, wave 3, 4, and here comes wave 5 to the upside. All right, the measured move for the wave 5. Go from your top to your bottom is right up here. Okay, 61.5%. All right, that is going to double top, which is bearish. Boom, boom, roll over. Alt season begins. All right, that is going to be the start. Has a little bit of a push up to go as far as percentile. You're looking at another 4%, 4 to 5%. Okay, and if we zoom back out on a monthly chart, don't look like a whole lot, does it? Let's get these arrows off here so we can see what's going on here. Get that off there, this off here. And in the past, every time that we have hit the 618, that is when the alt seasons have begun, right? If we zoom out here, back in 2021, right over here, okay, we came up, hit the 618, rolled over, came back up, hit it again. All right, this was in November, December of 2020, January, February, March, April, down through here, May, or what is it? May. Yeah, we finally came down, hit the bottom, went sideways through this bear market, I guess you could call it. Wyckoff accumulation, I guess you would say, through here. Then started back up again. All right, made it back up to that 618 again. Boom, got rejected. This thing's going to go the whole way down here. All right, more than likely, right, the whole way down there, just like over here. You know what? Hard to believe, right? You think? Well, this drop here ended up being 46, call it 47%. Okay, this drop back here in 2017. Boy, I wish I was here for that one. Man. I'd be rich sitting on an island somewhere. Look at this one. That was 62%. All right, this move right here that we're looking at fits right in with those ones from the 618 down. Looking at 52%. All right, so it fits right in. We haven't even started yet, guys. Haven't even started yet. This thing is going to be absolutely astronomical. All right, you're going to open up your wallets every day, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, my wallet doubled! Oh my God, it tripled! I 5x'd my money this week." Whatever, it's going to be crazy. I'm telling you. Look at these guys with their little presents and Christmas hats on. Everybody's red and blue and sad today, though. Got to pull back. That's how it goes. When these things divert away from Bitcoin and this alt season starts and Bitcoin goes sideways or into a retracement or whatever it's doing, and all of these are flying, it's going to be absolutely nuts. Hang in there, guys. I'm telling you, it's coming. And in the market, you're going to see all these new people coming in. Just like the other day, my buddy says, he never talks about Bitcoin. You know, I don't see him very often, but I seen him at the store, and he said, "Oh man, have you seen the price of Bitcoin?" And I was like, "Oh, here we go." You know, when people do you talk to that never have talked about crypto say, "Oh, have you seen this? Or you seen that?" Yeah, you know it's coming, right? The masses are coming. FTX, can you believe this thing's back over $1 billion? FTX, after that massive implosion, crash, right? After all that stuff went on, and it's still ranked number 88. It's up 21 spots. There must be some news with FTX. Anybody knows, please put it in the comments. Please hit that like and subscribe, guys, if you'd like to join our Discord and come trade with us. We had a killer trade yesterday on Turbo. Look at this. And this happens all the time. This is nothing. My trade's nothing. There's guys over there at 5, 10 extra money on trades. These things, look at this, 205%. It's not $205. It's 205%. Santa Claus. It was on Christmas Day here on Turbo. 30x, 205%. You know, nice money. You know, if that, for instance, I'm not telling you what it was, but if it was $1,000, turn that into $3,000, right? So come over there. It's only $15. You get 10 hours of videos to teach you how to start charting, and you get a link to the Discord. We have almost 200 people in there. Come join us. We're trading every single day. I just got in another turbo long. That thing has broken its resistance, and it's running back up. So you got another turbo long. Looking to get in a Caspa long. Caspa is about ready to triple bottom. Um, One of the people in Discord mentioned it has a year-long Head and Shoulders, so you're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I did not see that. Gonna have to keep an eye on that for sure. But Caspa we're gonna looking at a long on it. So come join us, guys. $15 ain't shit. That's nothing. You'll spend $15 on junk at the store. Get some knowledge out of it. Watch the videos. Learn how to chart and look for price targets on your own. All right, that's the key to trading. Learn your own. Learn. We're constantly teaching people over there in Discord. Entry is everything. BGB, this big get token, doing well. Rank number 19, looking good. Tao, where is it at? T-A. Bittensor, right there. Number 40, down 3 spots with $3.48 billion market cap. It's crazy, ain't it? 24-hour volume, 116 and a quarter million. Down 3 spots there. We're at $470.94. This thing is, not financial advice, not financial advisor, but wouldn't be surprised at all to see this thing 10x. Head to 4 or 5 grand. Might laugh at that right now. Wait, once this alt season starts, everything is just gonna absolutely get crazy. Now the question is, is this thing done? Is this the 3-4? Is this the bottom right there? Well, if it lines up out here with everything else, if we go out on this weekly, and this support line lines up, then this should be a bottom here for this thing. On the weekly, you have a nice green candle. You have a big wick on there. You do have, probably some selling pressure right there. Maybe people are watching this. If it breaks this support, that's bad news, right? That's definitely bad. Now, do we have our 5 waves in there? We have 5 waves, right? Is that a bottom? Let's on a 4-hour. Start measuring this stuff out. I use my fib constantly. I absolutely love it. There's one tool that you said I had to use to trade with for the rest of my life. That's all I could use. It would be the Fibonacci. Absolutely, 110%. All right, you got a bounce here off of 618. Not real powerful here. You have a higher high. That's the key here. You want to see higher highs and higher lows, right? You got this high, this low. You got a higher high, just barely. So far, a higher low. All right, that's what you want to see here: higher highs and higher lows. And if you start seeing, if the next one is lower, a lower high and lower low, that's bad news. It means more likely coming down. So higher highs and higher lows. That's the key here. The RSIs. Let's take a look. Sorry about that. Let me get rid of this little dot. If you don't right click, you'll keep drawing. 4-hour on the bottom looks great. All right, that's where we want to see it. The 8-hour starting to turn up. That thing is definitely curving. 12-hour. Right at the very top here, bearish 85 and a 91 down on the bottom. Pretty oversold. Hitting the moving average now. Hopefully it bounces off that. The daily. Still bullish. Look at that curve there. All right. What we don't want to see is this be the 5th wave down. That's what I'm a little concerned about here. Okay, that's what I'm keeping my eye on here. I want to see these higher highs and higher lows. I don't want to see this 4, 5. And a break of structure here. That's what I don't want to see. I'm hoping that the 5 waves were inside there and it's over. Definitely going to keep an eye on that. All right, like I said, higher highs and higher lows. Keep an eye on that. Watch this overhead resistance line right here. Want to see a break of that. You can get above that. Draw your charts out. It's super important, right? That daily RSI, like I said, keep an eye on that. The weekly coming down, and your monthly 47 at 59. The monthly is actually bearish. All right, so the big thing is here, keeping an eye on this right now. All right, go on your 12-hour, put a Fibonacci on this thing. All right, you do not want to see it lose. If you're looking for an area that's going to point to the downside for this thing, and it going lower, right? You want to see it hold that there, right? Any loss of 421, look out. Then it's probably going to be a break of structure and head to the downside. So far, all right, you do have a break structure here. You have a higher high, and you have a higher low. That's what you want to see for a bottom. Okay, that's definitely the good part here. This held up at a 618, bounced, got the higher high. So far, the higher low. You don't want to see a lower low than this. What is that? 439, 441. All right, you want to see that stay above that and start marching towards the upside. I think it has bottomed. Just from this trend line on the bottom, this trend line is very, very important. Okay, definitely want to see that hold. Now, where could this thing go? Right? I mean, if it's making a move up, where would be the place for it to start going? Especially if Bitcoin dominance rolls over and everything starts to move. Right? I think Bittensor think this thing has a ways to go here. I don't know what these lines are on the bottom down here. Must have been using this for this blank screen. If you pull it up like that, you can use a blank screen for your videos. But I must have been doing that. Now, where could this go? All right. Now, the first area, if this is done moving towards the upside, starts moving to the upside, is right up here. All right, at 642 to 613. That would be the area I would watch for first, all right, for a retracement. And that would really get us squeezing up in here, right? Let's move this over because chances are it's not going to be the whole way out there, right? This is on a weekly chart. Each candle represents 1 week. Probably more like something like that if it works its way up. Of course, these candles, this thing can move fast. I mean, we've seen it in the past. It went from $250 to 640 in 1, 2, 3. Well, it took a month. It took 4 weeks to get there, but it can move fast. It can move some big candles. All right, if you get this bottom structure that starts moving and breaks this resistance. Let's get this resistance line drawn out a little bit, okay? Right through here, because this held, it bounced here, bounced here, came down, bounced, and then it lost it, right? Let's draw this out some, so we're going to keep an eye on that. That's probably going to come in. At some time, it's going to come into play here. You're going to want to see a break of it. Look how it's leading right up into our box here. Now, if it breaks through there, if it breaks this and the altcoins really start flying and stuff starts going, this would be the first target for a break out the top side, all right up here, right up in there, and I see this coming to fruition. I see it gonna happen. I really do. Is it gonna happen next week? I doubt it. No, but first target right up here, 613 to 642. If it loses structure down here and breaks to the downside, that would definitely be bad news. If this ends up being a fifth wave and it loses this bottom, all right, and starts coming down, that would definitely not good news. You'd want to go from your low, back up. And like I said, it's right in retracement areas. If it did break through here, I couldn't see it going any lower than 290 to 340. It's your 702. I just don't see a breaking structure here. I think it has started towards the upside. I believe this bottom has come in, and Bittensor is starting here. You definitely want to see this higher low though. Keep a very close eye on that, guys. That is super important. At this low here at 440, you want to see a higher low come in, all right, and then a higher high than 522, the next move, all right. You want to see something like, if you're keeping an eye on these charts, get the videos, guys. Spend the $15, man. You got this high, this low, all right. You got a higher high, and so far a higher low. What you want to see next is a higher high and a higher low, and so on, and just keep rolling and get this thing moving. All right, I want to see some big candles here, some strength coming out of this thing. Need some volume coming in. All right, down here in the bottom, look at this volume. It is way down there, right? Look at that. Compared, oh, that's what them lines were down there for. Compared to back here, look at all this volume. If you want a daily, all right, move this price action out of the way. Just the volume's not there right now. It's just not there right now. A 12-hour chart. Once the Bitcoin dominance starts dropping and we get some volume coming back in this market, that's when you're gonna see stuff fly. A lot of people bought the bottom right here. Very smart move down here. A lot of people seen the potential in this thing for sure. And Bittensor can go a lot higher than that. If you put a fib on this whole thing, right, which that's how you really get your long range targets, a full 4.236 extension, all right, we'll put this thing up at 2752, $2,752. All right, maybe that's where it's gonna head. I was thinking maybe a 10x, $4 grand, but 2,800 bucks, right around $3 grand for this. If it does a full 4.236, and it could do that. All right, thank you so much, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Come join us in Discord, man. Start making some money in this market. This is the time to do it. This is it. It's coming up. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching the video.